What's up, you guys? I'm Jonah Downey, and welcome to another YouTube video. If you're not already subscribed, go do that right now because I post workouts, yoga videos, all that good stuff to help you in your fitness journey twice a week. But today we got a 20-minute active recovery mobility / yoga routine that will help you feel better and increase flexibility. So, like the title says, this is for your active recovery days because even on your rest days, the days you're not working out super hard, you shouldn't just sit on the couch and do nothing because then your body gets tight and you don't really recover that well. Instead, you should move your body. And that's what this routine is going to do. We're going to move our body in different ways to help us increase flexibility, improve blood flow, and just help us feel better so we can feel better the next day so we're not as sore. So give this routine a try. Like I said, it's only 20 minutes. And also share with a friend if you know anyone who could benefit from this routine. But let's get started, you guys. So to start off this routine, we are going to lay down on our backs. And we're just going to start with some belly breathing to relax our mind and to prepare to stretch. So I want you to close your eyes and just start breathing into your belly and exhaling out. Close your mouth now and only breathe through your nose. And actually, throughout this whole 20-minute routine, do your best just to breathe in and out through your nose and to keep your mouth closed. And right now, start to put your focus on your breath. This will help you surrender to the present moment so you can fully relax into the here and now. Because what I don't want you to do is be stressed out about maybe things that happened earlier today or be anxious about things you're going to do later today. I want you to fully be present with your body on this yoga mat today, or maybe you're on the carpet, but I want you to focus on your breath and just do your best, like I said, to be present in today's class. Because when you're in the present moment, you're in the flow state. And when you're in the flow state, that's the best version of yourself. I don't know if you guys watch basketball or you've done athletic sports before, but the flow state is like when an athlete is just in the zone. And they do that by being in the present moment. They're not thinking of nothing else but the here and now, and that allows them to be their best self. So to get the most out of this 20-minute routine, try to hit that flow state where you're just feeling each muscle you stretch and relaxing your body, because this will help you get the most out of it. But let's take a couple more breaths in and out through our nose into our belly. And just feel your body relax into the ground. Feel it sinking into the ground, like gravity doesn't exist anymore. And then when you are ready, let's grab our right knee, tuck it into our chest, pull it kind of to the right a little bit. You should feel this in your hip, your right hip. And then let's do 5 mini circles going counterclockwise with our hip. If you ever need to watch the video to see exactly what I'm doing, go for that. But let's do 5 nice and slow hip circles. This is massaging our hip flexors. After you do 5 going counterclockwise, go 5 clockwise. After you do 5, you are going to release your foot back down. And let's grab our left leg now. And same thing. Tuck it in, then do 5 circles. You can pick whatever direction you want to start with. I just noticed I forgot to put the timer on for 20 minutes, so do 5 circles each direction, and let me put this timer on real quick. Okay, so then, finish up 5 each leg. After that, bring that leg out. Both legs should be together. Now bend both your knees. We're doing windshield wipers, side to side. Just nice and slow, loosening up our hips. This should also feel good on your lower back. And whenever your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. And now we're going to hug both our knees into our chest. And we're going to start gently rocking back and forth. Just nice and gentle, getting a massage on our back. And then let's get up, sit down crisscross applesauce. I'll face you guys. And let's do some side bends. We're going to place our left hand on the mat, and you can also get your elbow on the mat if you're flexible enough. But we're going to bring our right arm up, breathe in, and just feel that nice stretch on your right side body. And then we are going to do the same thing on the other side, breathing in, and then exhaling, getting deeper. This whole routine is going to be a little bit more dynamic, at least for the beginning. And dynamic means we move a little fast, but move at your own pace. I don't want you to move so fast that you're moving out of control. So if I'm moving too fast for you, or if I'm moving too slow, that's fine. Move at your own pace. This is your practice. I'm kind of just guiding you through some stretches. But you don't have to look exactly how I look, because everyone's body is different. And we all have different fitness levels too. So if you can't do a good job on one of the stretches, don't worry. Don't compare yourself to me. Because I promise you guys, I'm no expert at yoga yet, at least. One day I want to be. But also, you guys, I was so inflexible like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. But doing this consistently has helped me a lot. So if you're very inflexible right now, just remember, it takes time to get good at something. But now let's do some twists. So now we're going to bring our left hand behind our body. We're going to use our right hand to push against our knee and to twist to the left. Breathe in, arms up. And same thing other side. And use your breath. Breathe in. And when you exhale, allow your body to relax into the stretch. Let's do one more time each side. And now we are going to go into a cat-cow. You can shake out your legs if you need to. How this is going to work is, if you've never done this before, we're in a tabletop position. We're going to breathe in, look up, arch our back, and then we're going to round our back. Tuck your chin to your chest, and you should feel this in your spine. Also, maybe your hips and shoulders. We're going to do a couple of these. Now bring your hands a little bit out in front of you. Move down into a child's pose. And then back up. And then back down. These are called dynamic child's poses. So we're holding for like 2 seconds at the bottom, back up, right back down. Try to get a little deeper each time. I have a hat on so I can wear my mic, but try to get your forehead to the mat. I can't because of my hat, but do your best to sink that deep into the stretch. Now we're going to keep doing this child's pose, but we're going to also go into a nice gentle back bend, just as far as you can. Be careful though. And then we're pushing back into a child's pose. With back bends, be careful, like I said though. Don't go too crazy. Like, yoga mobility is not about ego. Like, don't worry if you can't bend that deep. When you get on the yoga mat, you leave the ego out of the door. You don't compare, you just do the best you can do. Let's do it one more time. Nice, you guys. Let's go back into a tabletop and let's move into some bird dogs. So it looks like this. We're raising our left arm up and right leg back at the same time. So opposite arm and leg, and then we switch sides. This is working core stability, our glutes, our shoulders. This is a great spine exercise as well for a healthy back. And by the way, you guys, some of these moves we do throughout these 20 minutes might seem a little challenging, like kind of like a workout. But that's because active mobility, active recovery is not about just holding a stretch for 60 seconds. It's about being dynamic, increasing blood flow, mobility in our body. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's do one more. Nice, you guys. Then let's sit down on our heels. If that's uncomfortable, though, you can be up a little higher because I know it takes a lot of ankle mobility to sit on your heels. But we're going to move into some arm circles. We're going to go 10, nice and large going forward. Lubricating our shoulder joints right now. It's 5. Make sure they're big. I don't want little baby circles. After you do 10, go 10 backwards. Really opening up our chest, our back. This might also burn a little bit. It kind of burns my shoulders a little bit doing arm circles. I went rock climbing yesterday though, so I'm pretty sore from rock climbing. I think I got one more. That's 10. Shake it out a little bit. Shake out your arms. And then let's just do 5 neck circles going each direction. Don't go too crazy fast when you do this one. Go nice and slow. Get that good deep stretch in your neck. If you finish before me, you can do a couple more neck circles if you want, because I do these pretty slow. But after you do 5 one way, the other direction. This is one of my favorite stretches because our necks get really tight throughout the day, especially because we're on our phones a lot, bent over, poor posture. So also this routine will help with posture as well. But after you do 5, let's kick back into another tabletop, and we're going to push into our first downward dog. So push back into a downward dog. We're just going to hold this for around 30 seconds. If you want, you can pedal one leg at a time. This can feel really good. If it doesn't, though, just hold the stretch. Now we're going to do a dynamic movement where we're going to roll out into a plank. We're just going to hold this for 1, 2, push back into a downward dog. We're doing 5 of these. That's 1. Roll into a plank. 1, 2, push back. That's 2. Roll into a plank. 1, 2, push back. Let's do 2 more. Roll into a plank. 1, 2, push back. Last one. Roll into a plank. Push back. Nice. And when you push back, start to walk your hands to your feet, but try to keep your feet as straight as possible. And then we're going to dangle down into a forward fold. You can't touch the mat. Grab as far as you can. You can also grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. This is stretching out our hamstrings and our lower back. You also might feel this in your neck and calves. And when we're stretching, we want to feel good. We don't want it to hurt. So if it hurts, if you're pushing yourself too difficult, too hard, then ease off, because that's the exact opposite of what we want. We want yoga and stretching to feel good, not to hurt. Now let's slowly ragdoll, roll up to standing nice and slow. We're going to breathe in, arms to the sky. Hands in prayer position, drop it down to your chest, and then we're going to swan dive back into a forward fold. And let's do that one more time. Ragdoll up again, nice and slow. Breathe in, arms up to the sky. Hands to prayer, swan dive back down. And we're going to walk our hands back into a plank. And then we're going to drop our knees back down into a tabletop. Now we're going to go into some tabletop twist and reach through. So let's place our left hand in the middle of the mat. We're going to reach up with our right arm, use your core to twist up, and then you're going to reach through down. Try to get your ear to the mat, or close if you can, and then we're going back up. We're going to do 5 each side. That's 1. That is 2. And go at your own pace. If I'm going too fast, you can slow it down if you want. Or if I'm going too slow, you can speed it up. Make sure to breathe though, in and out. Through your nose, keep your mouth closed. And try to take nice long inhales and exhales, because this will help slow down your heart rate and help with relaxation and recovery. I got 1 more on my right side, but if you're already finished up, do the same thing on your other arm, other side. This is really good for our spine health and our shoulder health. Keeping your spine nice and mobile is so important. A lot of us, we stop twisting our body, and that's how we hurt our lower back. You need to use your lower back. You need to twist. By doing this, you keep your back nice and youthful and lubricant. Because remember, as kids, we could just run around. Like, once you stop moving, you lose it. A body in motion stays in motion. So doing this mobility routine at least a couple times a week will absolutely change the way your body feels, especially if you do it for longer than a month, and especially if you do it for a year. But after you do 5 each side, place your hands back down, and what we're going to do is push back into another downward dog. And hold this for another 30 seconds. This time you might feel a little bit more loose. Maybe you can get a little deeper into the stretch. But we're going to do this move real quick. We are going to raise our right leg up into a single leg downward dog. If you can't do this, that's fine. Just stay in the regular downward dog. And we are going to drive our knee to our chest, drop our foot between our hands, drop our left knee to the ground, uncurl your toes, and we're going to go into some low lunge rocker. So we rock back. You should feel this in your hamstrings. Be careful though, it's pretty deep of a stretch. And then we're going to move forward, and you should feel this in your hip flexor on your left side, and maybe inside your right hip as well. But everyone's body is different, so you may feel this somewhere else. But we're going to do this a couple times each leg. You can go as fast or slow as you want. I like to kind of hold for around 2 to 4 seconds each side, and then move. Nice, you guys. And then step your right leg back into a tabletop and push up into another downward dog. And let's go straight to the other side. Lift your left leg up if you want into a single leg downward dog. Shoot your knee to your chest. Drop your foot between your hands, right knee down. And now we're on the same thing on the other side of our body. And make sure to breathe in and out. And sync your breath with the movement. When you move forward, I like to breathe in. And when I push back, I like to exhale out. One thing you can do if you want to is you can breathe out of your mouth. But I want your inhale going through your nose. Let's do one more full rep. Nice job, you guys. Go back into another tabletop. We're going to push back into a downward dog, walk our hands to our feet, and drop down into a low squat. If this is very uncomfortable because maybe you're not flexible enough, just go as low as you can. You can use your hands for support, but do the best you can. We'll hold this for 30 seconds. We got 20 more seconds. And make sure to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Nice, you guys. Then let's sit on our butt. I'm going to move back to the center of the mat. And we're going to do a couple of reverse bridges, which looks like this. You're going to press up with your glutes, your hips. You should feel this in your shoulders, your glutes, your wrists a little bit. If that's too uncomfortable, you can just do regular glute bridges laying down like this. But we're going to do 8 reps together. Do this on my count. Up, down. We're holding for a split second at the top. Up, down, up, down. That's 3. Up, down. 4. 4 more. Up, down, up. This may be a little challenging. Down, but that's fine. Up, down. This is amazing for our body right now. This movement is great. Oh, I didn't say it, but up, down. And then you can straighten out your legs. Breathe in. Arms up and then reach down into a seated forward fold. And now, for the last 2-ish minutes, 3 minutes, we're just going to hold a couple of stretches statically, which a static stretch is just when you hold it for longer than like 30 seconds. If your heart rate kind of got a little high from that last movement, use your breath to slow it down by breathing in and out, nice and slow. And if you want a nice neck stretch, gently tuck your chin to your chest or close to it. We got one more stretch, but we're doing it each side of our body. We're going to lay down. We're going to grab our knee, right knee, shoot it across our body into a lying twist. This should feel really good on your hips and your lower back. Try to get your right knee to the ground. If you can't, though, that's fine. Just go to where it feels good for you. We're going to hold this for around 45 seconds, so try to relax into the stretch. When you're ready, you can bring your right foot back to your left foot, and then grab your left foot in. Same thing, other side now. Shoot your left leg across your body and go into a nice twist. You can also use your arm to pull your knee. Just be careful. When you're ready, you can bring your left foot to your right foot, and you can either lay down here for a couple of minutes if you want and just do some more belly breathing, or you can sit up crisscross applesauce and meditate for a few minutes. But I'm going to end this practice, you guys. Good job today. Like I said, I just want to do 20 minutes of some good active recovery. This routine, if you did it, will make you feel much better, as you can already tell, as you probably feel much better right now. If you went to the end of this video, which I know sometimes people do that. I do that for YouTube videos too, just to see the end. Then I would advise scrolling back and doing this whole 20-minute routine, because I promise you, these 20 minutes will be worth it. But if you did the routine, then you already know this made you feel amazing and this was worth it. But also try to do this at least a couple times a week for best results. Because if you do this one time, it will help you a little, but then you won't maintain that progress, because consistency is so important. Without consistency, you can't become really good at something. So try your best to do this a couple times a week. You can do this in the morning, at night, in the middle of the day, after work, whatever works best for you. But make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. And comment down below if you did this routine and how it went. And also comment down below if you want me to make any routines, like an upper body workout, lower body workout, abs with dumbbells, resistance bands. I'm always open to new suggestions about workout programs and workouts to post on my YouTube. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, whatever time it is where you're at, and peace out.